air of... How do you describe dead air visually? Does it feel... It feels dense and thick.
Yeah.
It becomes very...
Pounds against
if you
your
just
head
go,
as a broadcaster,
go quiet for a little... You feel it kind of building up around your head as a big cotton wool ball, or inside of a cheap foam mattress.
It's like cotton wool, but you can feel the vice on the other side of the cotton wool.
Yeah, wooden vice pushing towards your head, not metal, because that would be too direct and sharp. A big wooden vice pushing your head inwards. As a... What's happening in the chat room? Gerber Survival Series. What's that all mean about?
Ask the expert. Ask the expert.
Ask the Colaster spot. Play the same song? Can't play the same song. Welcome to the Dead Air for 15 minutes of nonsensical nonsense. Coming straight from Williamsbong. Long-term listeners, responsibility to produce a good show is what Colas is talking about off the air here. We've been transmitting for 5 weeks more, I don't know now. Need to talk to the station manager. I was just in my mind head thinking about also the prolonged effects of Telefunken, of which we can now possibly do a test study, because Mason Kinloch McClure, who is now 14, I think. I used to play Telefunken to him. This particular song reminded me, because it's really outrageous. I remember being into it when it was made. Yeah, that's a heavy tune, let's play that loads. But if you actually listen to it, it's pretty obnoxious. I played this kind of songs to him when he was sort of naught, you know, a baby. Go to sleep, you know, Mason. A little bit, you know, grizzly little baby. And then go, right, it's bedtime now. And I give him a little thing and play some heavy Telefunken music at his face. So you could perhaps test how he reacts to Telefunken now. You know, does it bring back memories of his childhood? Does it make him feel sick, nauseous, or enlightened and sprightly? Well,
and for the control for this will be the rest of the human population
who have not listened to Telefunken. Colas has gone to bed.
Colaster. Back to bed.
Back to bed. Bad Colaster.
No, good Colaster.
Good Colaster. Then we've got 10 minutes left of this guff. Yeah, we have. Honest to God, I tell you, we have. What's going on today in the world?
telephone can weather. The weather, from where I can see, is good enough to play golf if you're up for it. I might go up there a little bit later for a little bit of pitch and putt. Raise up, statuses are raised. Raise when status, raise up, raise. When you see your status, raise it up a little bit. Raise it up, and raise. Change the end of the power pack round to change polarity. You will find you have a connection. Yeah, that might need to tickle that. 10.
This is a section from the original incarnation of Telefunken Radio. No?
No, correct.
It's from the Lean Lunch, way back when, with the President, back in Graham Road, London town. Big time.
We are currently in second gear, moving up to third, and down to second, and up to third, and down to second, and up to third, fourth, fifth, second, third.
Bit dreary, that music, surely. Just a couple of people sitting around with a thing. Oh Christ, Pete Theobald, in response, Pickleback. He says, I felt sick listening to a TFR podcast the other day. I think that was because I was lying in a very hot bath at the time. So, it's the experiments. It's an experiment on the effect of. Right, if you can hear Colaster over there in bed lying down, avoiding his duties, then respond to him. If not, then hear the air of the dust. I was just thinking about how USB is at the turning point at which, you know, I don't know how to act around that technology. Become old because of USBs. And therefore I need to have a USB t-shirt that says USB. There's a picture of it. And walk around with a sad face. I don't know how this works. Microphone that uses USB, put it in the back of the computer. So that needs, so it powers, it needs power, doesn't it? As well. Put a bit of power to it. Oh god, I'm not even talking about it. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. This tune's Whack Attack. Need to get a new one on the go.
And it's got a Yamaha DD10 digital drum kit, of course.
It's dusty as hell, isn't it? I thought yesterday's show was well good, but then apparently the levels are all just screwy. Whether you're listening on live or on the podcast, it's Telephone and Radio, yeah? Raise up to the station manager. Without him, none of this would be possible. Talk bikes or whatever. Oh, yeah. Stretch chain massive. All about the stretch chain massive. Get yourself down there. Where?
There, just wherever.
When in Rome, what are you supposed to do when you're actually in Rome, as that saying goes? When in Rome, what?
Act like a Roman.
Is that how it goes?
I guess, behave like a Roman.
That sounds like an adaptation of it.
Yeah.
When in Rome, behave like a Roman.
Do what the Romans do.
What?
You know,
Encircle towns and then burn them to death.
leave Rome.
Leave Rome, conquer
When
Europe.
in Rome, leave Rome and conquer Europe.
Starve entire communities until they all die. Is that what they mean when they say that?
Subject native populations to the yoke of Roman rule. When in Rome.
Is that what that's about? Right, okay. So, Rome wasn't built in a day. That's alright, that makes
When in
sense.
Rome, build Rome.
When you're building
Take
Rome
more
in a
than a
day,
day.
take more than a day to build Rome when you're there.
Take more than a day.
If you have to build Rome when you're there,
If you're
then
thinking about building a city, make
Rome.
sure you plan ahead. Don't just rush in there. Basically, that's what it's saying. Think about foundations and.
Do as the Romans do, is what Leighton says that Eb said.
That sounds a bit more like it.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Again.
When you're somewhere, do what everyone else does. Basically saying fall into line.
Fall into line, blend in, don't stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, don't fuck around.
That doesn't go along with the modern day ethos of everyone's an individual and you're so different, so get yourself on a talent show and act like a prick, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
When in Rome, get yourself on a talent show and act like a prick. When in Rome, Pope.
In Rome,
Pope lab.
Pope Lab, a silly hat on your bear.
Yourself a religion.
What's going to be happening? What's going to happening?
What's going to happen? It was easy.
It was easy.
Yeah.
It's we've only got minutes of half one of them left of this show.
Half of your Earth.
It suddenly got exciting towards the end when we found a bit of heavy nonsense to indulge into. So, as we lead you out of this extended